So one of my favorite topics when we're talking about adaptogenic tonic herbs being used in the West is why these adaptogens and coffee are absolutely best friends. Now, it's not because we need to intentionally be using coffee to drive those adaptogens deeper into the body. We're not looking at that at all. Tonic herbalism, these adaptogens work through taking them consistently. They build and cultivate over time. Now, the second most used herb in the world is coffee. That's after tea. And I think we can all agree that in our communities, it is majority of the time people are going to be going, oh, I have to have my coffee every day. Now, that means in terms of Trojan horsing these herbs in, coffee offers the greatest way for us to layer usage of medicinal mushrooms, these adaptogens, these Jing herbs for the kidneys in a very easy way without us having to think about it too much. It's already a habit we're in, and that's why the adaptogens and coffee are absolute best friends. Now, we need to get these tonic herbs into our lives more and more and more because they are too effective not to be taking. There is too much stress going on in the world. These are our greatest allies. There's a reason why the Taoists call them the messengers from heaven. Whatever the spirit of these herbs were that came down from the stars, they're like, look, we are the messengers for us to stay as a bridge between heaven and earth, as the Taoists call it, not the Christian heaven, as staying a bridge, staying the most vital and the most healthy and in rhythm and in flow. So we layer them into whatever we're doing, and coffee's the easiest. And it's another added bonus that, maybe we're excessively using coffee a little bit, and so all the organs that are getting the most hard, getting hit the hardest by coffee, especially the liver in the morning, especially the adrenals, the mushrooms and the Jing herbs especially are working so deeply on those organs, and we can mitigate a little bit of the excessive punch that we're giving to those organs and to the adrenal glands through taking that coffee. So whether you're going to a cafe, you can contact us and get a little bit of help of how you can get that cafe stocking either Mason's mushrooms or Jing, and they can add it into your coffee very easily. You can just take your keep cup, you can pop your mushroom powder, a nice heaped teaspoon in the bottom there. You just tell them to add a little bit of hot water there, get that all dissolved, then add the coffee in over the top. You can do it that way. Or maybe you're making coffee elixirs. That's much easier, a bulletproof kind of style. That's easy. You're blending it up anyway. You bang your Jing herbs and your mushrooms. You can go nuts. You can put your neural nectar in there. You can put your qi in there. That's when you become a tonic herbal master, creating your own elixirs. But since coffee has already been used and it is a herb, we might as well layer into that herbal concoction, make it a little bit more well-rounded, up the amount of tonic herbs. At some point, with how much stress there is in the world, it is a bit of a numbers game. We want to get as many days consistently taking these mushrooms and these Jing herbs, or we want to at least get it ensconced into a habit that's happening most days, that we can just layer on the top. We don't have to think about it. Bang, a year's going to go by, 5 years is going to go by. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've been taking these herbs for that amount of time. And you'll go into reflection mode and you'll be like, holy crap, I have done a lot of good cultivation, because the herbs you don't take don't do anything for you. These tonic herbs that you do start taking now are going to get into those organs. They're going to start regulating. They're going to start doing a lot of that prevention. It's going to make life better. So yeah, get into it. Coffee, medicinal mushrooms, Jing herbs, adaptogens,